Kidnap's a film that's recently come out on Netflix as a Netflix original. It stars Halle Berry, and very simply it is about Halle Berry, who is a mother going through a divorce, who takes her son to the park and he gets kidnapped. And for the next hour and a half you are along with Halle Berry on her pursuit of the kidnappers. This results in a couple of quite good vehicle chases on the motorway or the highway, or whatever they call it in America. Some logical missteps that you have to just forgive because this is that kind of film, and a conclusion where Halle Berry comes out as the supermum at the end of it. The film is really fun to watch. I just watched it on a Sunday evening with my wife, and it does exactly what it's meant to do. It entertains you for an hour and a half. It is not meant to be a deep psychological checklist. It is not meant to be something where everything makes perfect sense. They're sensible enough to get rid of her ability to just call the police on her mobile phone very early on in the chase, but beyond that, you just have to have a few sort of givens in it just to allow the story to move along. I saw a few reviews where people were absolutely slagging it off because they go, oh, why didn't this happen, or this wouldn't happen in real life. It's like, so what? It's an enjoyable B-movie film that isn't intended to make perfect sense. There's a good little trick in it as well, where at the very start when she's in the park, there's a sort of decoy paedophile that because you know the premise of the film when you go to watch it, you think that's him, and it turns out not to be who you think it is. The people who are stealing the children couldn't be made up more to look like horrible people if you tried. There's also the inclusion that she's, just to make her more sort of sympathetic, she's a waitress, she's going through a divorce, and you're already shown early on that she don't take no sass from no one. She's got a limit, and when she's pushed, she snaps. I think it's a really enjoyable film. I would ignore the bad reviews. Just take it for what it is, an enjoyable hour and a half. The other thing to mention is Halle Berry can still carry a film like this. She did another one that was very, very similar called The Call, where she was actually the 911 operator, and that was equally as enjoyable but equally as silly a premise. This is sort of almost like a companion to it, really, because it shows it from the other side of the coin. But she's on that tipping edge where she's not quite Steven Seagal movie level, where she's really gone straight to DVD, and she's just one sort of hit movie away from elevating herself again. And I would say a bit like Mel Gibson when he made Bloodfather, which is an excellent film that sort of pushed him back up into the spotlight. Halle Berry, I think, is sensible enough to know that she only needs one sort of sleeper movie that just gets people hooked for her to be re-elevated back up. And I think she and her agents probably know that venues such as Netflix are the places to have those stories hit, a bit like with Winona Ryder and Stranger Things and such. So Kidnapped, an hour and a half of silly action and fun pursuits for killing an evening, or just a bit of time if you want something where you can put your brain in neutral and just forget about it.